I want to say before I get into this video, it's going to be full of spoilers. Like, I'm going to talk about every single thing that I read and feel and think about. This is not a spoiler-free vlog. Absolutely not. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that because I don't know what I would talk about otherwise. Like, I want to capture every single emotion, feeling, thought that I have. So it's going to be full of spoilers, but also, like, I'm the last person to read these books on Earth, probably. So, like, if they're spoilers, it's not my fault. That's all. Let's get into it. I fucking knew that the moment she was about to get married to Tamlin, Rhysand would show up. I knew it, and it's the most perfect thing too. Oh my god. Thunder cracked behind me as if two boulders had been hurled against each other. People screamed, falling back, a few vanishing outright as darkness erupted. I whirled, and through the night, drifting away like smoke on a wind, I found Rhysand straightening the lapels of his black jacket. Hello, fair darling, I purred. He's purring again. But I didn't have to say it. Oh my god. Like, she's praying for someone to come help her. Like, she can't happen. I knew it. I should really be studying. Like, I really should be studying, but I opened my laptop and I just cannot do it. I can't do it. What I can do though is read, because this morning I was reading before, like, I had to wake up because my parents were here. I had to say goodbye to my parents, but I was reading, and then I literally had to stop in the moment. Like, I really wanted to continue. I had to force myself to put it down, but she just got back to the night court. Like, Rhysand took her back for the second time, or like back for the first, like, it's the second time she's there. And the way that I'm actually liking him now, it happens so fast. Tamlin is getting annoying. The spring court is getting annoying. I mean, I still like Lucien. I love Lucien still. Love him. Tamlin's, it's happening so fast of me like liking him, and then just, you know, not going great for him. For Rhysand, it is going great. Even though this started in like it's not that I hated him in the first book. It's more of like, he was so weird. He was so weird and annoying. Right now, like, he's still annoying, but like, he's annoying in the funny way. And I just need to continue reading. I'm on chapter 11. The first sentence is, what the hell happened to you? Love it. Love it. I love that he cares so much. Like, you can literally see it in the way that he talks to her. Like, he cares for some reason. And I love it. I am eating it up. This is the only thing I want to do today. I mean, I will eventually end up studying. I know I have to. Since none of it is by myself, I have to do group work and make presentations. I can't if they don't answer me. So I will be in the night court. I will be in, what the fuck is this even called? Prithian? I'll be spending my time here. Why did it take me so long to pick up this book? I really don't understand. Like, I am like other girls. I am basic. Like, I should know that this, like, I should have known that I would eat this up. I am like other girls. I'm not better than anyone else. So this is my new permanent empire. Like, I think about it all the time. Literally, like, I'm so stressed. Like, I have so much to do for school, for uni. Why do I start this in the busiest period of uni that I've ever had? Basically, it feels like I have so much to do, but also like I have nothing to do at the same time, and it's so weird. I love it so much. Where are we? I love it. Why is he so funny? Along the lines of, don't ask stupid questions you already know the answer to, or my timeless favorite, go to hell. I love him. Oh my god, why do I love him? That was fast. Oh, this is so dumb. Why? The sentries returned in full force the next morning. I'm so annoyed by this. Like, why is it actually pissing me off? It's been a long time since a book has made me feel this way. I do want, like, those weeks to be longer. That's the part that I love the most. The spring court is boring. I'm so sorry. I feel like everybody thinks this though. Maybe more of that banter. I love the banter. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god, this guy is pissing me off so bad. Oh my god. Like, we all know that Rhysand is gonna show up right now. Or is it Alice? Oh my god, wait, it's Alice. More. What? Oh my god, more is here. Oh, I love her too. I love her. Barely said anything in this entire book, but I'm a big fan. Alice, I love her as well. She is great. Tamlin though, what a fucking bitch. Like, he's such a bitch. Why do I get so much secondhand embarrassment from this? Like, at this point, if she already assessed, like, okay, I could have worn whatever I wanted and they wouldn't have cared, like, this is just them, why the fuck would she call him Lord Cassian, or whatever the like, however the fuck you pronounce it? Why would you say Lord? I should spewed his wine across the table. I can barely read it because I'm so embarrassed for her. It's been a few days since I updated you because I've been so fucking busy with schoolwork. I have 3 presentations in 2 days. But instead of a gym morning, I decided I would have a reading morning for my, like, before my last presentation. Also, this bird nest on the top of my head, ignore that. I'm on page 283. They're in the summer court, and they just, like, met them. They're in the bedroom, and then Reese telling her, like, I like them. This is to do anything you have to in order to accomplish it, but get that book and do not get caught. And then the way that she just said, anything, his brows rose. I breathed. If I fucked him for it, what would you do? She's getting more confident by a page. Like, actually, I liked her in that conversation with the summer court as well. Loved it. Also, I didn't update you on the part where she went to the Weaver. I was so scared. Like, I did not want to read that part at all. I don't know if I felt that way in a book in such a long time. I don't think I've ever felt that. I don't remember if I've ever felt that way. But, like, I had this pit in my stomach. Like, I was just as scared as her. I mean, it was fine in the end, but I was not comfortable reading that. But right now, like, all the flirting, all the taunting, I love it. His pupils flared and his gaze dropped to my mouth. The wood dresser groaned between his hands. You say such atrocious things. I waited, my heart an uneven beat. He at last met my eyes again. You are always free to do what you want with whomever you want. So if you want to write it, go ahead. Oh my god. Wait, what? She needs to light the candle and there's water coming out of her hands. Can you ever follow orders? Oh, because she's close to the Summer Lord. That makes so much sense. Also, the fact that I did not like Rhysand in the first book, I take that back. I get why he did what he did now. Like, why was I so dumb to see it? Why was I stupid? Even though I did get the riddle right. I got the riddle. But I should have paid attention to the rest. I don't know what I was expecting with that book. They just got the book and it said liar. Like, why is the book talking? I was not expecting the book to talk. Or, actually, no, now that I'm thinking about it, it actually reminds me a little bit of Tom Riddle's diary. Because that also talked. But what is gonna happen now? Because the book just locked them up in that room. And also, what the fuck is Amren? What is she? And not picture, like, what she's supposed to look like. What does she look like? I'm so confused. Oh my god, a flush crashed in. Is Amren just sacrificing herself for the book right now? No, I don't think she would do that. She's too old for that. Where the hell's Rhysand? He's never there. Okay, so they're basically drowning now. I'm not reading this yet, but I'm expecting her to use her water powers. Oh, the door was ripped away. Never mind. Water with. Oh my god, of course! Because she gave them the money. Sisters, that is paid. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. But the amount of times that she has to vomit is actually starting to annoy me. Like, I get it from the nightmares, but like right now, keep it together. I'm so sorry, but like, I don't need to read about that all the time, that she's puking again. I fucking love their flirting. I love it. It's so fun. Maybe you should do a better job of it. That's exactly how I talk to people. I don't even know why I'm back here again. Like, it seems like I literally don't even leave this spot. That I went to class, I got bored. And instead of going on Instagram or going on TikTok or something, like doing anything else, I just started reading. Tell me why I had to read the scene in the Court of Nightmares where Reese is basically just, like, she's not harassing her, but like, they're basically dry humping. And I was reading it in class. Why would I do that? I wasn't expecting it. But it went on for so long. Like, this chapter was 17 pages long. None of the other chapters in this book are 17 pages long. And this was at least 7 of the 17 were them going at it on that throne. There's so much going on. I'm so confused, but I'm loving every single second of it. And I think, honestly, at least this book, I'm gonna finish this weekend. And I might also finish the next book because I have no plans whatsoever. I only have to write an essay and maybe study a little bit. That's all I have to do this weekend. And then next week I also have no plans because my classes are over for this blog. So these books, I'm gonna grind them out. How did I not see coming Rasan was gonna be her mate? How did I not literally see that coming from the first moment that they met? And I have to have the surreal tell me and find out at the same time as Farah does. In the last book, that riddle, I wasn't confident in the fact that the answer was gonna be love, but I did know that it was gonna be, like, I had a feeling, I had a hunch, and I was right that it was gonna be love. How can I know the answer to the riddle? How can I think that is that clear and then not see coming that Rasan is her mate? The worst part about it is I didn't even think about the fact that it could be a possibility, like that could be possible. I just didn't even think about the fact that, oh wait, mates are a thing here. Completely chose to ignore the fact that that could happen, and it actually makes so much sense. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm in genuine shock for what just happened. Literally, like, I have no idea what's going on. I read the book. I'm literally like in the last stretch of this book of A Court of Mist and Fury. They went to the cauldron. I did not see the trap coming. I mean, I kind of did because it was just too easy. It was just too easy. I did not, though, like, I kind of saw the trap coming, but I didn't. Honestly, it was kind of basic that she, like, couldn't resist what the book wanted. And I still don't know, like, if the book is, like, a part of Hybern's plan. Is the book, like, a part of Hybern? They brought the book to him. He needs the book. So they basically, like, brought it to him. That's what he wanted. And now Tamlin and Lucian just stepped out into the room. It's mad. Like, I'm actually angry right now. I'm so mad. I'm in shock. I'm in disbelief. I'm finishing this book. You're gonna see my reaction to it. And also Ezreal getting shot. What the fuck? He's so nice. He's so sweet. I love him. I was staring at Tamlin, at that face I had loved and hated so deeply, as he halted a good 20 feet away from us. I give you over, and he agrees to let my forces enter Peridhian through his territory, and then use it as a base as we remove that ridiculous wall. What the fuck? I held out a hand to Farah and order like I was no better than a summoned dog. I made no movement, had to get free, had to get that done. Wait, what? Yeah, and he was looking at me more as if he was going to color first as his blood-drained face. Wait, what? Ezreal's blood-drained face twisted with rage as he noticed that stare. Cashin, still holding my part, took him all in, assessing, readying himself to fight to defend. I stopped beating at the first fist on my power, struck gently, lovingly. They're monsters, you fucking bitch. I literally liked him in the first book. Do you remember what I said? I did not like Rasan. I liked Tamlin. I did not see the twist coming. I did not understand what was gonna happen. And now I want to slap him in the face. Oh my god, she's winning. Wait, I skipped something. Wait, do not hold me to fist, grabbing my power, relaxed, vanished. I went beyond his reach, the king let out a low laugh as Tamlin stumbled and was sprawling as Rasan's fist connected with his face. I'm not going with you, I spat at Tamlin, and even if I did, you spineless, stupid fool for sending us out to him. Do you know what he wants to do with that cauldron? I unleashed myself. Talons and wings and shadows were instantly around me, surrounded by water and fire, and they vanished. Her sisters? Of course they got their sisters. Oh my god. Two-faced bitch. About the queen. Why do I feel like as much rage as Farah herself? Like, literally, I feel the same amount of rage. I'm so angry right now. His wings shredded under. Her knife clattered on the floor. The king was what a mighty queen you are. Wait, what? He wants to marry more? He wants her to be queen? Are they gonna die? Oh my god, why is Tamlin so fucking stupid? Why is he so dumb? Not part of our deal. Stop this now. I don't care. Of course he doesn't care. Like, you could have known that from the first moment you saw the fucking man. Like, you knew what was gonna happen. Anything? Oh god, please don't. Did they just turn Elaine into a fairy? Nesta began. Gashin stirred again, his shredded wings twitching. At Nesta's shatter raging, his eyes fluttered open. Glazed and unseeing an answer to some call in his blood. A promise he'd made her, but pain knocked him. Oh my god. So he's making a huge mistake right now, right? Because like, Nesta as a fairy is literally gonna tear up the world. Like, a key instrument they're gonna need in this entire war. I'm sure of that. That King of Ivan had the good sense to look somewhat unnerved. I love that. However, Elena, Nesta was different, even more frigid. I felt it. As if the cauldron in making her had been forced to give more than it wanted, as if Nessa had fought even after she went under and had decided that if she was to be dragged into hell, she was taking that cauldron with her. Slipping, That's why I was shaking. Oh my god. As I took a breath, and when I held my sister with her someone magnificently to her eyes, and there was a little bit rage, power, cunning. Yes! Yeah. Oh! Lucian and Elaine are mates? What the fuck? She's literally like gonna die again. I unleash my power, flash of that white pure light all of I could escape with Hamlin. Wait, what? Oh my god, she's playing. I don't know what she's doing. But this is a smart move. She's doing something. I don't know what she's doing, but like it's gonna be smart. Please play along. Oh my god. She's breaking the bond? Everyone tenderness in them was the most hideous thing I'd ever seen. Take me home. Your mistake. She doesn't have the book. Light your powers myself for what you did to my sisters. Oh my god, every sand chapter. Oh my god, I love this. Is she Cameron and Amanda? Where is she get the book out of rehearsal? Wait. She asked the king to break the bond. He obliged. I thought I might be dying. Thought my chest might actually be cleaved in two. That's impossible, Amron said. That sort of bond cannot be broken. The king said he could do it. The king is a fool, Amron barked. That sort of bond cannot be broken. No, it can't, I said. They both looked at me. I cleared my mind, or my head, my shattering heart breaking for what my mate had done, sacrificed for me and my family, for her sisters, because she hadn't thought she was essential. Even after all she had done, the king broke the bargain between us. Hard to do, but he couldn't tell that it wasn't a mating bond. That's fair enough. Yes, I know my mate is in our enemy's hands. Go get her. And on his right now. No, what the fuck? They gave at me and I wanted to roar at the sight of the blood coating them, at my unconsciousness and severing brothers, at the carpet before them. But I managed to say to my cousin, weren't you listening to what Freya said to him? She promised to destroy him from within. Going into that house to take him down, to take them all down. She is now a spy with a direct line to me. What the king of Hybern does, where she goes, what his plans are, she will know and report back. Oh my god! Twin to the other. Wait! What? I swore her in as my high lady. You mean to tell me, more bereaved, that my high lady is now surrounded by enemies? Illegal sort of conquered over her tear-strained face. I mean to tell you, I said, your high lady made a sacrifice for her court, and we will move when the time is right. What of the content of the book? Until then, we go to war. Oh, there's another chapter. Oh my god, okay. But there were the front that as he'd sealed me behind, there was the window I'd banged on trying to get out. We'd always been so good at playing together. She's so smart. Tamlin giving a warning growl. I'd forgotten he was here, my sister's mate, the mother. I decided did have a sense of humor. I wanted it. I didn't know how. I just wanted to break free of him, so I did. His evolution had seen through every lie, as if he knew of the second tattoo beneath my glove, and the glamour I now kept on it. As if he knew that they had not let a fox into a chicken, and he could do nothing, not unless he never wanted to see his mate Elaine again. I gave Lucian a sweet, sleepy smile, so our game began. We hit the sweeping marble stairs in the front. And so Tamlin unwittingly let the High Lady of the High Court into the heart of his territory. I'm in awe how this ended. Oh my god. I did not know that I needed it this bad. I have not read like a book that I'm so deeply invested in such a long time. And this series is like making me feel alive again. It's so good. It's so much. I can get why people don't like it, but oh my god, these last 30 pages, everything, the amount of things that happened, I did love the first book, but this, I get why people think this, I think it's this is people's favorite. I get it. It was so much better. When it was literally the first chapter where she asked if there would be high ladies, if she was her thinking she was gonna be the high lady of the Spring Court. Fuck Tamlin. Lucian I still like. I'm a little bit iffy about him, but I do like him. The way that it makes me feel this much says a lot about how the book is written for me. I guess we know what I'm doing now. I'm gonna read the third book. Why did it take me this long to finally understand that this is something that I would love? I'm a basic bitch. I love being like other girls. I love fairies. I love this. Romance and fantasy is literally that. Romantasy is my favorite genre in the world. So this is exactly my cup of tea. And this is what I love. And I feel the plot is just great. The plot, she has thought about so many things. And I don't know if there's plot holes. For me, I cannot see them right now. Yeah, like I just feel dumb that I couldn't see that they were mates from the start. Love Resend. I love Resend. Oh, I'm so excited to read the next books. I loved the scheming Farah just did. Like the scheming, oh, the manipulating. She's so good. It was so good. And she gets found out at the last second because she stops for Lucian. And the twins, or whatever, they're like the royal twins, they find her like literally in the last second. Why? Ianthe like a little, like a few seconds less, snapped Lucian's wrist, like grabbed his wrist and went out. That's all, like that's literally all she needed to do, and now she got caught. The point wasn't not being found out. Like the point was to turn everybody against Ianthe and Tamlin. And that's what she's done. But still, I could have seen it coming. I should have seen it coming. Like everything in this book, I should have seen it coming, and I didn't. But also, it made sense because it was like, oh, she stopped, so something is gonna happen right now. A really common theme in these vlogs. I mean, there's two common themes in this vlog. First of all, I have no idea what's going on in the in these books at any given moment of me filming. And also, I don't remember where I left off reading. Every time I like pick up the book again or pick up my camera again, because right now I haven't read yet today, but I don't know where. Oh right, I do remember where I left off. I left off at they came back to the city of Valaris. Resend and Farah just had their reunion. That's where I left off. React to Lucian and Farah just running for their lives from Lucian's brothers, and also like the way that she schemed and planned to get out of the Spring Court, even though I think I did say something about that. I loved her scheming and planning. She's like, I love how smart she's gotten. But amazing to read. And then I really was like, oh my god, is she literally gonna be dragged in front of the High Lord of the Fall Court or the Autumn Court? And then Cashin and Asriel showed up. Oh, that was so good. And I also loved that it was those two that showed up and not Resend himself. Chef's kiss. I loved it. And then they were like, what's gonna happen with Lucian being there? Because I've always liked Lucian. And the first one I liked him because he was just a bitch. Now he's like kind of a little bitch. As in like he acts like a child. He acts like he's a little dumb. But I like him. He's sweet now. It's so weird because he was like a bitch in the first book and now he's just sweet. Now he's really nice. So I don't know. I don't know what I think about like him being Elaine's mate. I don't know what I think about that. Time to find out like what this book is going to be about. I do have to say, I think this book has too many pages because there's 614 pages in this book and I'm reading it on an iPad. So that means that in real life, like in the actual book, it has more than I have right now, I'm pretty sure. I feel like there's too much going on for me to like actually like still enjoy every single page of reading what just happened now. I mean, they just left the summer court again. So like the first battle is done and this was fun. This was fun because there was a lot of action, but like the waiting and stuff and like just the talking, I don't like it. And I have no idea what they're gonna do now. Because like there's too much going on like within the span of a few days to still wait for that council meeting, even though they just said that they were still gonna do it. So I'm just so confused. Like what do you mean? And then also, what is that monster at the bottom of the library? Like who is that? Who is that and what does it look like? I know, like I want to know what it looks like, even though it's supposed to be the scariest thing ever. I want to know what it looks like. I want to know who it is. I'm so intrigued. Like you give me that and it was honestly, it was very much anxiety inducing, but it was a good part of this book. And then you don't tell me what that monster is. Like nobody knows what it is, but like you don't tell me what the monster is. What do you mean? There's like so much going on but also nothing going on at the same time, and that is what's frustrating me about it. Like plus the fact that like already two things happened that were the same as in the last book, like the visit to the Court of Nightmares and also the visit to the Bone Carver. Like I get that they have to do it or they want to do it, but you're gonna make me read basically the same thing twice, think of something new, or just leave it out, or do one of the two things, because it was like back to back too, and I did not love that. I still really like the book, I still like what I'm reading, but like I did not love the fact that like I read that in the last book as well. As long as we don't go through the Weaver again, I'm fine, but you could have let one of them out. I think, especially if the bone carver ends up like not even joining anyway. Is Nesta becoming nice? I do not want to be remembered as a coward, and like no one is going to fight to save the humans beneath the well, no one cares, but I do. That's the most she's talked in this entire book, like in the entire series basically. Like that's the most words she's said in like a short period of time. What is happening? You bow to no one was all he replied, and the only thing I can think about when I see that, I mean I love it, but the only thing I saw reading that line was Aragorn saying it to the hobbits at the end of The Return of the King. You bow to no one. That is who the line belongs to. I'm so sorry. I mean, I get it. I get why it makes sense in here. Like them walking into the meeting. Oh, I'm so excited for this, for this chapter, for this meeting. But like, you bow to no one. She's a hobbit. Tamlin is there too. Oh my god. It was almost the same. The entrance. Almost the same as that night in my family's old cottage, when the door had shattered and a beast had charged in with the freezing cold and roared at us. He did not bother with the landing balcony or the escort. He did not have an entourage. Like a crack of lightning, vicious as a spring storm, he winnowed into the chamber itself, and my blood went colder than Callias's eyes as Tamlin appeared and smiled like a wolf. The beast is up to no good. I'm fully invested into the story again. Like I think page 200 to 300 was not invested. I am fully invested again now, but I also read like 60 pages in the past hour. That made up for it. The tension that is about to be in this meeting. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm blinding myself. But oh my god, she just unleashed her power on Baron. Like the fire that they were gonna, like they said that they were not gonna show it, but I mean I get it, like their rage, it's the bickering, the fighting, it's amazing. She couldn't have kept it contained. They're all drama queens. What is gonna happen now? Are all gonna want to kill her now? And they couldn't hear anything but Erin's words to this moment on an emergency. Oh my god, she's using everything. Like whenever Reese is about to lose his temper, she calms him, and then like when she loses her temper, he calms her. I want them to both lose their temper for once. That would be fun. That would be amazing. Maybe sometime in this war that's gonna happen. That would be so fun. The King of Hybern just used the cauldron to attack the wall. We were too late, too slow. Hybern just destroyed the wall. Oh my god. I was not expecting that to actually happen. I thought they would probably fix it like before it went that far. But also like, I feel like the king was provoked by maybe his like encounter with Reese in the summer court. So maybe like he wanted to speed that up, but also like the cauldron should like, how was it able to do it if Nesta has its power, or like a big chunk of its power? What the fuck? Nesta was a warning bell. Yeah, of course. Like, oh my god. Literally by the page, the story is getting more intricate. Well, the first book was so predictable, and then the second book it was like, okay, I can still kind of see where this is going. And then the ending had me shocked, whatever. And then this is like, had me a little bit bored at the beginning, and now it's like, what is going on? But it also means the other High Lords are like more inclined to join, I think. And we're gonna find that out now. God, oh my god, oh my god. Everyone knows what the creature in the library Briax is. I have no idea how to pronounce these things. What is it? You do not want to know, girl. Oh my god, you wanna ask it for another bargain? What the fuck? The amount of bargains that she makes is actually a little bit ridiculous. Especially considering the fact that like one of the first warnings that she got in this realm was not to do that ever. She wants to make a bargain with the bone carver and this motherfucker. What do you mean? Like, I mean, I get that why you need it, but like, do you want to fuck up? I just want to know what it looks like, that's all. I completely forgot about Jurian, that he was part of this book, and he sold them out to that dickhead father. What the fuck? Why would he do that? I don't understand. Kill him. We should kill him now before he could hurt us any further. Clarity in his eyes. You were my friend. The more we fought back to back during those battles, doing someone else, and yet you believe you've been working to help us during this. He's on their side. I mean, there was kind of like a foreshadowing to that, like when they were talking, when Feyre and him were talking in the woods. I don't remember what he was saying, but he was kind of saying that he was on their side. I was not expecting this. Obsession to find Miriam and Dragon is what the world expects of me, what Hybern expects, and if he grants me my asking price to find them, Dragon of the Legion gave up of turning the tide in the battle. It was why I allied with him during the war. Fucking Tamlin. Fucking Tamlin. Getting on my last nerve. The last nerve is already gone, but he's getting on it. Oh my god. The cereal is coming back again. This is one of the things that I do like, that it comes back every book. No, I feel like they're buddies. Not it being headed to the Weaver though. If I see that Weaver one more time, I really don't want to, like, the anxiety I had last time she went there. I don't want to read that again. I don't want to experience that again. Just killed the cereal? Or shot him at least? What do you mean? Not the cauldron taking Elaine? Oh my god. I literally take one break from reading. I go on TikTok and I see a spoiler. I really wasn't supposed to see that. And it's actually gonna make me cry now. We're just gonna hope that it's not true and that something is gonna fix it. I'm gonna cry. You're not gonna be able to see me whatsoever, but Tamlin is helping her now. They just infiltrated the Hybern's camp and running for their lives. She falls. Tamlin helps her get the fucking Naga thing, like the hounds get off her. What is the mirror gonna do? I did not expect her to actually do this. Not the father being the savior of the devil. Oh my god. The Prince of Merchants is the one who found Queen Vasa. I kind of forgot that this guy existed still. Actually, like, I'm literally in shock. Amron set a trap and I'd fallen right into it. What the fuck? I'm sorry I liked you. Why? Why would she do that? To go home? Elaine kills Hybrid. Don't you touch my sister. Okay, it is to go home. And we don't hate Amron. We're gonna wipe away like the entire Hybrid army, her inner true form. This is the spoiler that I saw on TikTok yesterday. It wasn't there, but as I breathed in, it wasn't there. That thing that rose and fell with each breath that echoed Egjar beat the mating bond. It wasn't there, it was gone because his own chest was not moving and Reese was dead. He's gonna be made. Not been a declaration but a goodbye. We're gonna cry. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be made and it was gonna work. Even though I kind of was expecting a cauldron, but I love that the High Lords were the ones to do it this time. And we're coming back to. Oh, I knew things would end like well enough because this is not Game of Thrones. Not really anyone has died yet. This is like the main characters. It was basically the only possible outcome. The ending is so cute. She gets the tattoo back. She's flying and then it's a gift. Like, this was a lot of battles. I feel like this was a lot of storytelling and like the intrigue and the actual story and not just the smut. There was not that much smut in this book. And I liked this. Time to immediately start the next one. Reading Court of Frost and Starlight now, so the novella. Is it a novella? Like 3.5. And the only thing I can like take from it, that I'm taking from it, is that it's just vibes and also them just like rebuilding after the war. Like, is that just what it is, or is it like also setting up for the next story because there's gonna be a shift to Nesta's POV, her as the main character? Like, is there actually gonna be like an event? I don't think so. I've seen other people say that like you can skip it. I think it has vibes. I love it, also because the fact that it's so short, so it also feels like there's barely anything to read. And after like the 600 pages and like the 500 pages from the last two books, this is amazing. I don't have a reaction though because nothing is happening. It's just like vibes and I love it. That this book is basically the Christmas special of the ACOTAR series, and honestly I cannot agree more with that fact, with that statement, because it's literally just them shopping for Christmas presents and then having cute little snowball fights. Fair is painting again. Things are going great. I mean, with Nesta things aren't going great, but like they are setting up for the next story. I started the next book now. They are setting up for the next story and for like how that one is going to start. And honestly, I think it's great. It's just straight up vibes. It's needed after the war. It's like, you know, you read 600 pages of like pretty heavy shit, and then going straight into Nesta's book might be like a big step, I feel, because it's like heavy again. And then reading that little Christmas special, it's gonna help so much with just, it's like a literal palate cleanser within the world of the book that you're reading. And that is just genius to me. I love this book. Absolutely love it. Okay, so I read that book in literally, I mean, it was 2 sittings, but it was 1 day. It wasn't that long of a book, but like compared to other books that I've read that were also like 200, 300 pages, I would spend like a week on. This is so fast that I just read that book in a day. I had a lot of fun. I think, was it important to the story? I don't think it like is that important. Say you can skip it, right? Also, it just straight up vibes. I'm having a literal snowball fight. My overall consensus, because I'm just gonna combine these 3 books together. The last book was just a little bit too long. 100 to like 200, 250, 300. Was it necessary? Like, was it necessary like to go to the bone carver 3 times? Also, they go to again Court of Nightmares, again like have the same kind of experience as they have in the second book. I just didn't think that was necessary, but also for the overall arching storyline, maybe it is still woven into it really well, which I just didn't like it because I felt it like it wasn't necessary to make the things that already happened take up that many pages in the third one, if that makes sense. I had fun reading it. I'm really curious to see what is going to happen in the next book. It's like, that's Nesta's book. I have seen that it's only like the first like 200 pages again, and then like the last 100 or 200 pages or like storyline, plot line, and then the middle is just smut. But also, will I be mad at that? I don't think so, but it is a lot of pages. I don't even know how many pages that is. I haven't checked. It was supposed to be commenting on the books that I just read, not about the one that I'm gonna start today. 620, oh, it's, no, okay, no, it's basically the same as the other one, so it's not that bad. And also the fact that like another book is coming out, I thought this was done, but Elaine's book is coming. I just don't think Elaine and Asriel should end up together. I think that's not thinking outside of that group, and that I would hate that. I would hate that like the brothers and the sisters like all find each other. I don't like that at all. Cassian and Nesta, I think I do. I think I do like it, but like I'll see in the next book. These ones, my heart does belong to Favorite and Resand right now, though. You know, like I think Asriel might be my favorite boy. I think he's so cute though. And then I see like fan art of him, and it's not what I mean, it makes a lot more sense than I was picturing, because I just see this soft little shy boy. He's a warrior, like he's supposed to be muscular, and I did not see that. Like I did not picture it. I mean, I picture it now because I'm like, okay, I should have thought about that, because like he is a fighter, like he is a warrior, like he's literally an Illyrian warrior, like he should be muscular. I didn't think of that, but I am so happy that I'm reading this book. I'm so giddy about it. I love it. Me being back in my fantasy area, I love it. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to also read The Throne of Glass in Crescent City. I am just excited to live in this world for the time being. And I'm so happy that I picked it up. I'm checking this out. This is already way too much footage. I'll see you in the next vlog. Goodbye.